A very interesting part of this entire dynamic is the wife of Mr. President, Aisha Buhari, who last year made a lot of headlines, talking about criticizing her husband pretty much in a BBC interview, I think it was. And she also went up to say that if her husband continues in this manner, she would not campaign for him in 2019. I mean, there was a lot of the drama after that with Mr. President reacting about the other room and all of that in the presence of the Chancellor of Germany. This 2 or 3 days ago, again, we woke up to tweets from the First Lady again. She didn't say anything, just put up videos of deliberations in the Senate, criticizing pretty much the government and their reaction to the herdsmen issue. And people have wondered, it's probably the first time in our history where we're finding the wife of the president pretty much criticizing the president, which is what we can call it now. How do you view that and the dynamic that's playing out there?
You see, the honest truth is, for me, the First Lady should be celebrated. Believe me, I do not envy her right now because she's in a very difficult situation. But I really envy and admire her courage. The fact that she's able to stand up to the truth, and then she's looking into the face of her husband, and then she's able to actually say the truth to him. Now, that was not enough. She came up, to the public, and then she actually told everyone that XYZ is not good about the government. I think that is courageous. That deserves our applause. And for me, I believe she's a very, very courageous woman. And one thing is very clear. A lot of people are actually not working according to the aspiration of the president. Take it or you leave it. And even the president himself knows that there are certain people who are actually not in support of his administration. And then he keeps nominating or appointing these people, probably because of party affiliations or party issues or, politicking and what have you. But for me, that is unnecessary.
But people have also said, I mean, if you're the wife of the president, you pretty much see him almost every day, I want to believe, in the villa. Why not tell him these things? Why make it public? I mean, whether I would like it or not, yes, there's no official office of the First Lady, but she's part of the government in some way because her husband is president.
Yes.
And why can't you then do the work in private and let it reflect instead of sort of this public show, which she seems to be going on?
Well, you wouldn't know. Probably she has been doing that. And maybe the president has just been saying, oh, just calm down, I'll handle it and what. I'm not there, I'm just saying, maybe that has been happening. And then she was like, excuse me, hey, you're not doing anything. I've discussed XYZ issues with you and nothing seemed to be happening and all that. And she went public about it. Because a lot of other people are raising issues and then they are talking about the fact that it is the president that is incapable. But here is a woman who believes that, excuse me, I know what my husband is always telling me every day. And I know that this man means well for this country. But one way or the other, there are some people who are not supporting him 100%. They have other political aspirations, they have other political agendas, and so I would not let the Nigerian people believe that it is my husband that is not doing the right thing. And then she courageously went out there to say, Nigerian people, please take note. XYZ people are not helping my husband's administration.
How do you think this might affect, if at all, 2019? If we don't know if we're going to see more, I mean, it's barely 3 weeks into the year and this is already happening from the First Lady.
Yes.
Do you think we might see more of it? And if we don't, do you think it's going to affect the way the politics starts to play out for 2019?
Well, I will wait for the president to actually declare that he will be running. And then we'll wait for events in the coming days to actually put one plus the other one together to make two. Because what I think she's trying to do is that whether the president wins or not, the Nigerian people should know that as of now, the man is doing the very best that he can do, but he's surrounded by some people who are not interested in the true prosperity and, the focus, of the government of today.
Yeah.
I think that is exactly what she's trying to drive home into, the minds of Nigerians, and I think that is working pretty well, if you ask me.
Talking of 2019 now, we did hear that a fresh PDP have merged with the Seconders-led committee. PDP is trying to get their acts together. We're not sure if it's a little too late, but I mean, we're hearing a lot of people returning back to the party, key of which is the former Vice President, Atiku. 2019, like I said, is hitting up a lot. Are you starting to look at PDP differently now?
Well, for me, I think the PDP is just a political party like they've been, and like any other political party. For me, what I'm looking out for in 2019 will be a crop of young people fresh orientation, fresh ideas, people who have genuine love for this country, and people who are tired of the present situation. They want to challenge the status quo, and they want to ensure that the blessings of this country, is actually enjoyed by Nigerians. Because I can tell you one thing for free, Nigeria is a truly blessed country. The resources that we even have in this country, if you put everything together, about 4, 5, 10 other countries in the world do not have what we have. But we are suffering in this country. So what I want to see in 2019 is a crop of very young, vibrant, absolutely enlightened people who would actually want to challenge the existing protocol and status quo, and then they want to ensure that Nigerians have food on their tables, Nigerians have fuel, Nigerians have electricity, that's power, Nigerians have money, Nigerians witness the best of times in this land. And then, our monies, oh my God, you see, you want to talk about the exchange rate and all these other things. These are really very frustrating times.
So you just like to see new faces?
Absolutely, I want to see new faces. I think going forward, that is it.
Okay. Thanks very much for being here today. I mean, it's the year's just starting, but I mean, like we know, politics has already started, and the primaries are going to be holding very, very soon, and we're going to start hearing officially who the candidates are as the days goes by. Thanks for being here today. We'll take a quick break now and be right back. Please stay with us. So let's dance now, it is my turn. Just